So did you ever wonder why some brands dominate online marketplaces while others struggles to be seen? Well, the secret isn't just in great products. It's about mastering the digital shelf. If your brand isn't optimized for visibility, conversions, and rankings, you're leaving money on the table. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Hi, this is Michael from Moonswing again, and look, I recently wrote an article for eTail Asia, which is one of the most important conferences around for retail and e-commerce in Asia. Every year, eTail regroups hundreds of participants that represent brands, marketing experts, as well as SaaS vendors, which are all united to share their expert knowledge over 2 full days of conference panels, workshops, and many other activities. So in case you're in Singapore around the 14th or 15th of May, come and say hi at eTail. I'll be there speaking at 3 panels in total, and I would love to meet you and get to understand what's new in your world. So in this article, I broke down the 10 powerful hacks that will help you turbocharge your brand's presence on marketplaces. Essentially, these hacks were based on my own experience managing a skincare brand's e-commerce platforms across Southeast Asia, as well as a few other stores that I've managed over the years. Now, while the context of this article was for Southeast Asian markets, focusing on marketplaces like Shopee or Lazada or TikTok, these applies to any platforms available across the world. In fact, if you're watching from the West, one thing you have to understand is that the Asian market is a lot more competitive on its marketplaces. In general, Southeast Asia is one of the leading markets in terms of innovations for e-commerce. And look, if these hacks work in the East, you will be far better off and much more in advance than your Western competitors in your own market. All right, so as usual, subscribe, follow, like, comment, and let's dive in. Now, mastering the digital shelf in 2025 is no longer optional. It's a necessity for brands that seek to succeed in an increasingly competitive and fast-evolving e-commerce. Having a clear, actionable strategy to optimize your listings, your content, your sales tactics in order to dominate the digital shelf is a requirement for your success. Now, first, you need to understand why this digital shelf strategy matters. You need to think of your digital shelf essentially as the end cap of your brick-and-mortar store if you work in retail previously. It's where the purchasing decisions are made, and owning this space will only serve to dramatically increase your sales and your brand presence. According to a report from McKinsey, about 70% of retail growth now stems from online channels, with marketplace accounting for a large share of this growth. That means failing to optimize your digital shelf if you're a retailer means you're not only losing sales opportunities online, it also leaves you vulnerable on your retail presence. This would make you the target of competitor encroachment. So let's have a look at these 10 hacks. First, staying competitive in 2025 means you need to adopt AI tools that are capable of automating critical tasks like pricing, keywords optimization, as well as ad spend adjustments. AI will provide you with insights and efficiency that manual efforts simply can't match. Seller Metrics, for example, helps Amazon sellers optimize their pay-per-click campaigns through automation, as well as advanced analytics and tailored strategies. It leverages AI-driven bid management, keyword optimization, and real-time data insights that will offer a competitive advantage. All this by reducing your wasted ad spend and maximizing your return on investment through precision-targeted ad performance improvements. Another tool you could mention is Repricer.com, which essentially help online retailers optimize their product prices across multiple marketplaces, like Amazon or eBay. By monitoring competitor prices and adjusting listings in real time, Repricer ensures competitive advantage. It also helps increase buy box ownership and drive profitability through dynamic pricing strategies. Finally, some tools like Epsilon or SplitDragon would give you a chance of optimizing your advertising and streamline your operations, especially in Southeast Asian marketplaces like Shopee or Lazada. Epsilon, for example, gives you a unified dashboard of ad automation and optimization, which gives a seller a competitive edge when it comes to multi-marketplace visibility. SplitDragon, on the other hand, enhances your product visibility and sales through powerful features like keyword search, market analysis, and automated product boosting, allowing sellers to outperform competition. So AI-powered tools are not an option. They're a necessity to streamline marketplace management while still effectively tracking your competitors and maximizing profitability. Your online storefront deserves the same level of attention and details as a physical shop would. Now, well-curated pages, paired with a polished store setup, will improve both discoverability and conversion rates. You'd be surprised by the amount of garbage you can find on marketplaces when it comes to product pages. So it is very clear that if you spend a minimum of effort, customers will spend more time looking at your pages rather than the competition's. You could very well rely on AI to create a template or fill up the content of your entire product pages. However, nothing will do better than if you spend some time and effort to actually do it yourself with relevant content, and you do your own SEO keyword search in order to ensure that you can reach top searchability. Now, of course, each market will have its own specificities to this process, but I would suggest we illustrate this concept by having a look at Sulwhasu's Lazada store. And here, take note that these concepts of course apply to any other marketplaces that you may want to be present on. Sulwhasu's Lazada's page fully reflects its brand image and positioning. So you can see here it inspires luxury. It will capture your attention immediately to all of the ongoing campaigns, discounts, and best-selling products. A marketplace store page should be regularly updated on a regular basis, following your marketing calendar. However, it is unlikely that a customer just searches your brand name specifically on the marketplace in order to reach your products. They would most likely be searching for the product or a product feature that they're looking for. Now, if I simulate, for example, a customer journey, I'm starting to get old and my wrinkles are starting to appear, so this is currently obsessing me. I'm on the lookout for an anti-aging serum that could help me with this, so I used the search feature. Let's do it together. So here I search, and there's one thing you have to understand is that the skincare market is overly saturated and it's very hard to distinguish your product from the masses through a natural search. However, it merely took me like 2 thumb scrolls on the phone or just a couple of scrolling in order to find Sulwhasu's product on the page that would match my requirements. And this is enabled by effective SEO management on both the product title as well as the product's test description. So let's have a look at the product page itself. Here you see the moment you open the page, the product is presented with an impressive video. The high quality images here summarize the product and the store's main selling points. Most customers will have already made their opinion by that stage about their purchase. It's important here that you don't neglect the rest of your product page. Now let's just scroll a bit further down. See, the text description here on this page will provide further detail about the ingredients and the effects of the product. This will help strongly with the SEO rankings. All of the additional images here integrated in the descriptions cover specifics. Skincare is a difficult industry. It has to combine science, customer education, and statistics in its marketing to differentiate the products. So this is all needed in order to convince the buyers, and here in my opinion, Sulwhasu does an amazing job for it. Now the next stage is about optimizing for mobile buyers. In this part of the world, mobile shoppers represent about 60% of marketplace traffic, and these numbers are climbing on a daily basis. Here's a few key points you need to ensure. Make sure your titles are short and optimized for mobile visibility. Between Lazada, Shopee, TikTok, Amazon, you will sit between 15 to 50 characters visible on the search page for any products. Images and videos are also a requirement. Make sure that they're legible without zooming. You'll be limited by the marketplace in a lot of cases in terms of image size or video size, so the page load is generally not too much of a concern. Make sure that the videos are compressed properly, and given mobile, vertical format is a must. Certain platforms also have mobile-specific ads. Lazada, for example, the flash sales are more heavily promoted on the app than on the website itself. So you may want to optimize your ads campaign if you're looking for a specific user profile. And what goes for ad goes also for promotions. Now, the most important will be that you test your product pages across different devices to ensure that they are clear, responsive, and visually appealing on screens of all sizes. Next would come to make sure that you master the marketplace's campaigns and discounts. Over the past decade, every single marketplace has pioneered a constant stream of sales events, just to drive marketplace traffic and consumer spending. Beyond the traditional promotions, a lot of additional campaigns have recently been introduced, especially in Asia, like the shopping festivals of 1/1, 2/2, 11/11, 12/12, and they've also adopted more internationally inspired events like Queen's Day for International Women's Day, or 5/20, which is basically the China's Valentine's Day. Shoppers anticipate these campaigns, so you need to plan a strategy, and this is vital for your success. Make sure you select the right campaigns that focus on high-impact sales and that are relevant to your niche. Next, strategically allocate your ad spend. Increase the budgets ahead of the peak traffic periods. Leverage the platform tools next. For example, Lazada self-reports that its sponsored discovery features drives a 26% average traffic uplift and a 35% average sales uplift for every participating sellers. A report by Nestify attests a 35% expected revenue increase from participation in flash sales on platforms like Lazada and Shopee. Now, of course, you'll need to bundle and price smartly. You need to test different discount strategies such as flash sales or vouchers or tiered pricing. This is very market specific, however, but here are some guidelines to follow. Flash sales are the best for driving urgent and high volume sales in terms of peak period shopping. Focus on high-demand products and offer deep discounts to create urgency. Next would come discount vouchers, which are ideal for customer retention and encouraging repeat purchases. You can use these to target a specific segment or even first-time buyers or loyal customers just to increase your conversion rates. Bundle deals in exchange are effective in terms of increasing your average order value and moving slower selling products. So make sure that you create bundles that make sense together, offering a perceived discount when buying multiple items. In terms of the live streaming now, this has been made a requirement in recent years. It is ideal to boost engagement through real-time interactions. Collaborating with influencers on live streaming can really further enhance your reach and your credibility. It will help you drive higher sales. However, it will also require that your brand or the influencer have an existing audience to be fully efficient. So make sure you tailor your approach to your local consumer behavior and preferences. For example, most markets in Southeast Asia would consider free shipping to be a must-have in terms of campaigning. Now, the next hack concerns leveraging dynamic pricing to stay competitive. So dynamic pricing is an AI-driven pricing strategy. It allows you to automatically adjust your prices in real time based on demand, by having a look at competitor prices, inventory level, and other market conditions. It ensures that sellers remain competitive while maximizing profitability. On certain platforms like Lazada, for example, sellers with competitive pricing will also benefit from additional visibility. Basically, if competitors lower their prices, your price will automatically be adjusted to stay competitive. If demand spikes on the other end, for example during sales or low stock availability, your price will increase to maximize the revenue as well. So dynamic pricing ensures that you're never underselling your products or overpricing and losing potential buyers. Some example of tools there could, for example, include pricing, which basically tracks competitor prices and automatically adjusts your own prices based on market conditions across platforms like Lazada or Shopee. Now, looking at hack number 6. A well-known practice to direct-to-consumer website is A/B testing. Creating a listing and hoping for the best isn't enough these days. You need to make sure that you have continuous improvements via A/B testing, which will allow you to test headlines, variations, image sequences, and product description before choosing the best one. Now, while marketplaces rarely offer A/B testing tools, you can still implement manual testing. This is done very simply. First thing you need to do is to create 2 variations of your listing. Change one key element, like for example the product title or the price. Make sure that the 2 variations are distinct enough that they will potentially affect the performance, but similar enough also to compete fairly. So switch between the 2 variations and compare the results. Run each variation for a set period of time, like 1 week or 2 weeks. They need to be comparable time periods. And then swap the products. Avoid running any active campaigns at that time, like promotions or flash sales, because these might skew the traffic and sales and come to give bias to the results. If you must run campaigns, ensure that both variations are equally exposed to them. After enough time has passed, compare the performance of both and determine which one resulted in the higher sale or engagement, and then repeat the process as needed for more optimization. So the results will essentially be interpreted with KPIs such as traffic, average order value, sales or conversion rates, which are all available in most marketplaces in the reporting extracts. Higher values will of course indicate a better performing variant of your product listing. We mentioned some tools earlier like SplitDragon, which can also help you simplify your A/B testing experiments as well. Now, for hack number 7, I would recommend you to invest in sponsored product ads and platform affiliates. Marketplaces are increasingly pay-to-play environments. Allocating a portion of your ad budget specifically for marketplaces is increasingly important. Sponsored product ads improve visibility and drive traffic to your listings. Certain platforms like Shopee will also have in-platform affiliates program. Affiliates will allow you to benefit from other people's exposure under the simple condition that you will pay them commission for every sale that they give you. From personal experience, marketplace advertisement can provide an ROAS of between 2 to 11%, depending on the timing of the advertisement. Affiliates are also an affordable source of additional sales in exchange for a very small commission. Both activities matter even more during campaign timings. For hack number 8, make sure that you strengthen your ratings, reviews, and customer service. Social proof is king. A survey commissioned by Reputation found that 54% of consumers prioritize online reviews when making purchasing decisions. You've likely spent hours capturing reviews on Google, Shopify, and all of your other sales platforms. Apply the same logic to marketplaces. Encourage verified buyers to leave reviews on your platform. Send them personalized post-purchase emails or offer bonus like discounts or loyalty programs when the reviews are submitted. Seller ratings and customer service speed are often visible to buyers on marketplaces, and you may not have noticed this. So neglecting them will impact directly your performance. You can put in place some of the following processes to improve your customer service quality and score points with your customer base. Respond quickly to inquiries. Make sure that you aim for a response time of under 5 minutes during peak periods, for example. You can put in place chatbots or preset responses also for common questions to help tremendously with that KPI. Now, fast processing times and proactively telling your customers that they may have some delay is a requirement on marketplace business. Working with a third-party logistics companies that would take care of your stocks for you or sync your inventory, or automating your order management with tools like Enchanto can also improve your service quality and reduce your workload. Make sure you handle complaints and returns professionally, with clear return and refunds policies, communicated transparently. When issues arise, offer solutions quickly. A replacement, refund, or a discount can go a long way in satisfying a frustrated customer. Make sure you monitor your reviews and ratings as well. Make sure you check them regularly and respond to them. This will show engagement to your customers. On certain platforms, make sure you also benefit from live chat or live streaming. This will help you engage directly with the customers. Conducting live stream Q&A sessions, for example, to address a concern in real time can really boost the trust. Now, in fragmented markets like Southeast Asia, where dozens of marketplaces exist, managing so many marketplaces can be quite daunting for teams. Multi-channel software-as-a-service tools can help you streamline your operations by allowing you to manage all of them from the same interface. Whether it is managing your marketplace listings, inventory, or orders, all of that can be done from a single dashboard, enabling your business to scale effectively with its marketplace activities. They will sometimes integrate also with your existing finance systems or order management system out of the box as well. Now, there are many prominent tools in the region, like for example, Channel Engine or TradeGecko or Enchanto. Choosing one will essentially depend on where you are present in terms of marketplaces and market in general. I will not go into a detailed comparison of these aggregators on the market in this video, but you should know that they offer powerful out-of-the-box features, and most can automatically detect your existing listings, integrating them seamlessly into a centralized interface. Based on my own experience, however, managing these projects, these platforms rarely allow for customization unless you are a major client. Like any IT implementation, selecting and integrating an aggregator is not a decision to take lightly. Your team must thoroughly analyze your needs, actively participate in the implementation, learn the tool, and coordinate with the software vendor when it comes to challenges. And challenges will be there, like compatibility issues with your existing stack, and these will often require process adjustments. This is where expert guidance can make all the difference. And look, at Moonswing Advisory, we can help your business navigate the complexity of aggregator selection and implementation, ensuring the right fit and the smooth transitions as well. Now, last but not least, the last hack: capture the marketplace traffic and convert it into your all loyal customers. Marketplaces are a powerful tool to attract new customers. By selling onto these platforms, you benefit from built-in traffic and you can expand your reach. It's crucial to develop a strategy that will allow you to capture this traffic and redirect it towards your own platform in order to improve customer retention and increase your profits by reducing your reliance on those platform commissions over time. At the same time, you have to be mindful of how you price across your different channels to avoid undercutting your own website, for example. It's important for you to plan how your marketplace presence and your self-owned platform like Shopify or WooCommerce complement each other to create a seamless customer journey. Now, of course, there's always data privacy regulations when it comes to marketplaces, and they will prevent you full access to customer information. However, you can still implement clever tactics to take advantage of this traffic. Your most useful point of contact with the customer through marketplaces will be the unboxing experience. With a simple insert or thank you note, you can convey many marketing tactics to your customers and convert them within your own ecosystem. Now, branded packaging and inserts are amazing for this. You can add QR codes linking to your website, Instagram, TikTok, or exclusive loyalty program invites for your marketplace orders. You may also want to offer special bundles or limited edition products only available on your website to encourage direct purchases through there. Discount codes to your direct-to-consumer websites given into marketplace orders for return purchases are also a great way to track your conversions there. You may also want to put in place community engagement tactics like creating and advertising a VIP group on Telegram, Facebook, or Discord for early access deals, giving your marketplace customers a reason to join your ecosystem. Now, of course, you can always go for live shopping and webinars as well, inviting your marketplace buyers to live demos and Q&A sessions that you can host on your own website or social media, showcasing exclusive content and deals for them. Now, these are the 10 hacks that I can share with all of you to master this digital shelf. Now, doing this involves continuous optimization. It is far from a one-time effort. Your success on these platforms depends essentially on leveraging cutting-edge tools, thoughtful strategies, and maintaining a commitment on adaptation. Don't hesitate to spend time analyzing what your competition is doing. The markets online move incredibly fast and new practices appear regularly. Putting in place these 10 hacks should already enable you to refine your marketplace presence and outsmart your competitors with confidence. Start applying these strategies today and you will promptly be reaping the benefits of your enhanced marketplace presence across your entire business. This was Michael from Moonswing. I hope that you find this incredibly helpful. And look, if you have any questions about the topic, feel free to drop a comment down below. Or if you have any suggestions for next points that we could discuss together, feel free to mention them as well. All right, signing off now. Bye-bye.